Hello my dear students, today we shall discuss about Ind AS, nothing but Indian Accounting Standard. I am Padmini Vasan, I am Chartered Accountant. Let us start. So, in order to understand what is Ind AS, basically these are the set of accounting standards notified and issued by the central government through Companies Act, and these are applicable to specified class and classes of companies. So you must have heard so many interconnected terms like GAAP, AS, Ind AS, IAS and IFRS. GAAP full form is Generally Accepted Accounting Principle, and there is nothing but the financial reporting standards applicable locally. So you can have US GAAP, you can have Indian GAAP. AS, that is the accounting standard issued by ICAI, is Indian GAAP. IAS, International Accounting Standard, these are issued by IASB. And IFRS is International Financial Reporting Standards. These have replaced IAS. And what is Ind AS? Ind AS is the Indian accounting standard, which is nothing but convergence of accounting standard and IFRS. As our nation is moving towards globalization, hence the accounting standards are also converged with a globally accepted principle, and that is IFRS. So generally accepted accounting principle. So these are basically for example like cost principle, etc. So they have a specific way of recognizing. And international accounting standard. So generally accepted accounting principles are local GAAP, international accounting standard are internationally accepted. IFRS have replaced the international accounting standard, and these have converged with AS to give Indian accounting standard. So when did this happen? So when did we move to Indian accounting standards? So there is a framework and how the convergence happened. So what does convergence mean? So convergence means changing the existing Indian accounting standard to bring them in line with principles of IFRS. Convergence leaves a scope for making local, that is country specific departures. Some EU countries, Hong Kong, etc. have made certain departures and exceptions to IFRS issued by IASB, and these exceptions or departures are called as carve in and carve outs. In case of India, you have a roadmap. So not every company was made to accept it on a single day. It was not made mandatory for every company on a specific date, but there was a phased way of implementation of Ind AS. So phase 1 is when the year of adaptation started for companies with net worth more than INR 5 billion, that is 500 crores. Then phase 2, year of adaptation, that is in the year financial year 18, companies listed or in the process of listing. Phase 3, that is in the financial year 19, all scheduled bank, all insurance companies and NBFC, that is non-banking financial corporation with a net worth more than INR 5 billion. And phase 4, that is year financial year 20, all listed company in the process, that is all NBFCs and all unlisted company with a net worth of more than 2.5 billion INR. So you can see now nearly most of the companies have adapted Ind AS. So why Ind AS? Why should I adapt it? So primary objective of accounting standards, that is Ind AS, is to provide a standard for the diverse accounting policies and principles. They wanted to put an end to non-comparability of financial statement, also to increase the reliability of the financial statement. Indian Accounting Standard is the accounting standard adopted by companies in India and issued under the supervision of Accounting Standard Board, which was constituted as a body in the year 1977. So, the key impact areas of Ind AS are with respect to acquisition of business, recognition of financial instruments, consolidation of balance sheet, revenue recognition and taxation. So, suppose how has this changed with respect to the financial statement? So, a financial statement consists of balance sheet, statement of profit and loss account, statement of changes in equity, cash flow statement and notes. Statement of profit and loss account must have two components, namely profit and loss section and other comprehensive income. And the general features of all the accounting standard adaptation with respect to financial statement is that they all must show true and fair view, and basic fundamental principles of assumption must be followed, that is like going concern, accrual concept, consistency, materiality concept, etc. So, how have they numbered? How have they numbered the Ind AS? So, any standards which has been adapted directly from accounting standard, that is our local GAAP, our old Indian local GAAP accounting standard, those are numbered simply as Ind AS 1, and any accounting standards which have been converged from IFRS or IAS starts with Ind AS 101. For example, Accounting Standard 1, which used to be with respect to disclosure of accounting policy, and the reference number with respect to IAS 1 is IAS 1, and right now the number allotted is Ind AS 1, and the converged IFRS is called as presentation of financial statement. Dear students, even though I have written here IAS 1, you can see the heading of the topic is IFRS number. That is because IAS 1 has been replaced by IFRS. Say one more, let us take one more example. AS2, valuation of inventories, and IFRS number is IAS 2. Ind AS number has been given Ind AS 2, and the topic will be called as inventories. Let us take one more example. Say for example AS 7, which pertain to construction contract. We had a corresponding IFRS called as IAS 11, but in Ind AS it has been adapted as Ind AS 115, and it has been named as revenue. So, anything which is 115, that means it has got more relatable concept with respect to IFRS or IAS. So, if it is prefixed with 100, that means it has got more relevance with IFRS. So, now you can see here Ind AS 1. So, these are the numbers which have been directly adapted from accounting standards. The numbers have changed, but all the Ind AS which have been adapted from accounting standards are running in either unit or tens. And the Ind ASs which have been adapted from IFRS have been prefixed with 100. So these are all picked up from IFRS. So that's all for this session, dear students. Thank you for listening. I shall see you soon in next session.